welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about romance books. You guys know I've been on this kick for about heading to maybe 2 months. And ever since that one romance book I picked up, I've just been on a roll. But since I have been on this kick of reading romance books, I have been researching and trying to find books by Black authors when it comes to romance, but also to books by Black authors when it comes to romance that are not like shown all the time or talked about. Y'all know right now when it comes to Black romance books, who is popular? Like Tia Williams, Kennedy Ryan. Oh, y'all is wearing me out with Kennedy Ryan. Okay. I have both of those books. Haven't read them yet. I will eventually, but y'all know I like to read stuff and watch stuff and do stuff when no one else is doing it. Which again, I have their books like their books, but there's more, okay? And y'all already know I like to read the ones that are hidden gems. So I want to share some with you. Most of these are new. I have not read them. And one I'm really excited about. I can't wait to show you guys. Let's just get started. It's called You've Been Served by Kristen Alicia. And this is about a young Black girl. She was a chef and she's not making any money. And she's like, you know what? It looks like I'm going to have to go back to law school. And it's set in Michigan. And she's going back to Lansing, Michigan, because she's going to Michigan State University. And then there is this guy, I believe he's a neighbor of hers, but he also goes to law school, and he's real cute and friendly, you know, at home. But then when he gets in those lectures, he be acting all brand new and act like he know everything, and it looks like they're gonna get together. Again, cute little story. I like books that are set in like academics for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I do like it. So can't wait to read this. Next, I got this on Wednesday when I was going grocery shopping. And of course, I always have to look at the books. I got this from Walmart. Walmart has some, I've told you guys that before. Walmart has really good books when it comes to Black selections. Their urban fiction be off the chain. It looks like their YA is trying to grow. And then they do have some literary fiction. But I was surprised that this was there because I was just going to go to Barnes & Nobles and get it. And this is a new release. It came out this month, I know. It's called The 710 Split by Cameron Lee. This is a queer romance. Never read a queer romance. I know it's about two girls. They're teachers. They they want to start a bowling club at the school. And I think they were like rivalries or something like that. And then of course they have to come together to form this bowling team for the school, and I guess, you know, them being together, they start a little relationship. So yeah, love this cover. And again, I've never read a queer romance. So next is another Harlequin romance book. It's Out of Office, and this is A.H. Cunningham. I told you guys about this when I was organizing this room. I had got it the day it came out, I believe. And this is going to be perfect for like the summertime. I think I'm going to read this during the summertime, which look, it basically is, okay? But it's about a girl. She's an overachiever or a woman. It says, after opening a hot new hotel in Panama, she's on track for a major promotion. But first, she needs a break, even if her overbearing mother doesn't approve. For 2 glorious weeks, Jen giving herself permission to explore the beaches. And then a young man, he's gonna also be down there in Panama, and I guess they go start a little fling. Love it. Oh my goodness. And look at this cover. These covers are bomb. Like, this just screams beach read, okay? Can't wait to get into this. Next is a historical romance novel. I have been, oh Lord. Side note, I have been on a little kick lately. You guys are gonna hear about it in my monthly wrap up. But all I'm gonna say is I was influenced by my sister once again. I've been reading and watching the Bridgerton series. When that first came out, what, 3-4 years ago? Was not interested. Tried to watch one episode, and about 5 minutes I said, yeah, this is not for me, because sometimes period dramas can be a bore to me. But my sister, she said, have you seen Bridgerton? And I said, yeah, no, not really. Tried to. Watched it and was, you know how you're watching something but also doing something at the same time. I was doing that, but at the same time I was asking her questions while I was at her house, watching it, and she was just telling me all the tea. Then I was intrigued and I said, I think I'm gonna start the books. And y'all, it has been, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Because of Bridgerton, I've been reading that. I wanted to get another like historical romance book, but I wanted it to be Black, of course. And I stumbled up on Alyssa Cole and Extraordinary Union. Now these are standalones, and then there are also 3 books in a series. This is the first book, and I know if you have the Amazon Prime connected to your Audible, you can listen to it for free. Well, you're paying for it, but it's, technically it's kind of like for free. So I was at the dealership and I wanted to preview it, so I had the book and I was listening to it and really liked the narrating. And then of course this, like I said, is a historical romance, and it is a Civil War historical romance. I know the young girl Ella is free, but she is helping out the, is it Union Army? Yeah, she's helping out the Union Army, and she's like an undercover slave in a house, and she's plain mute, and yeah, she's trying to take down the Confederates and all that stuff. So like I said, it's 3 books in this series, and these are standalones. So I'm going to start with this one first, and if I do like it, I'm going to get the other 2. Next, I just got this book on Friday, and it is Where We End and Begin by Jane, oh, how do you say her name? Igharo. She is Nigerian. Now, this is her 3rd book. When I read her first book, this, Ties That Tether, first of all, get into this cover, love it. But when I read this book, I was like, oh, she's an automatic buy. So backstory on this book, it's a young girl. She's Nigerian. She is Canadian. When she was in her teens, I believe 15 or 16, her father died, and on his deathbed, she promised him that she would marry a Nigerian guy. A couple years later, she's in her 20s, still not married. Her mom is setting her up with all these, prospects that she's not loving. She has a one-night stand with a Hispanic man. A couple weeks later, he is at her job because he is now working at her company, and then something happens, and it was so good. So our second book, The Sweetest Remedy, again, love the covers. This was about a biracial girl. Her father is Nigerian, her mother is white, and her father's side does not know that she exists. Her father dies, and her mom's like, maybe you should go to the funeral. She's like, I don't really know this man. He took care of her when it came to financial needs, but like personal, he didn't even know that girl. So she goes down there, shocks the whole family. It's like, oh my goodness. They shocked because not only did he have like an illegitimate daughter, but then she's biracial, her mama white. And it's like, are you kidding me? But then she falls for one of his employees. And yeah, this one did not really like, because it read like a YA novel. I mean, the romance was very little. They ain't do nothing, okay? So I was like, So when I saw that she had her 3rd book out, I read the synopsis and I was like, yeah, I'll wait, because I just was not impressed with the 2nd book. And this book came out, I think, back in 2022. Let me see. Yeah, I know how I like to look at the publications. Yep, 2022. Again, since I'm on this romance kick, I said, let me pick this up. And this is a second chance romance. And then I also was looking up some reviews, no non-spoilers of course, and they said it's a twist that you would not expect. So I'm like, I do like stories that have a twist that is unpredictable. But it's about 2 young Nigerian young people. They went together in high school, and the young man, he leaves for college in America. He leaves to go to college in America, and they basically stop talking. And then the young girl, she is newly engaged, but she doesn't really like her partner, but her parents like him. So she goes to a wedding in Nigeria, and the young man from high school, he pops up, and yeah, I guess they start talking. That's all I know. Again, I like her writing. Like this story, the writing was good. It's just like, I don't know, like I said, it read like a YA. And the crazy thing is, her new book that's coming out, I believe next month, it's a YA book. The cover is bomb. If I can find it, I'll put it up. I might get that because I do like her, and I'm like, I do kind of want to see what she's going to do with YA. But y'all know sometimes YA books can just be, I don't know. But I think because I do like this author, and then of course she's Nigerian, you guys know how much I love African literature, I am going to give her a try. But I do want to read this one first and then read her YA book. But love this cover, and I do love second chance romances, so this cover is so pretty. Look at his fade is off the chain. Oh my gosh, love it. Okay, and then lastly, again, while doing my research, I was on Amazon and I came across this, and I know I'm gonna love it. I think I might start these tonight because they are so little. But they're novellas, and the author, she is an independent author. Her name is Tia Love. First, let's get into the covers. Look at these, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can get these on Kindle Unlimited. They have 5 of them, I believe, in a series, but I only could get the 3 because 2 of them, they're not available on paperback. But if you have Kindle Unlimited, they're free. You guys know I don't really like that format. I like a tangible book or audio. That format's not for me. But if you guys do want to read these, you can get them for free on Kindle Unlimited now. But I wanted to get these because they are based off like R&B, 90s R&B music songs. And the first one is Pretty Brown Eyes. And these are standalones too. Pretty Brown Eyes, that is mid condition. This one, it says popular sex columnist and IG influencer is on the hunt for a man she can take seriously and experience the kind of love her parents had shared for over 40 years. But her dating life is nowhere near as glamorous as her supporters think it is. And yeah, and then it says Tia Love is a self-published romance author, and the creative mind behind Pen by Love Publications. She lives in Milwaukee with her husband, her son, and their dog. When she's not writing love stories or thinking about writing love stories, she's creating original content for her website and blog, www.penbylove.com. I'm going to check that out. I'll put that down below too. But the covers. And then this one is Lay Your Head on My Pillow. That is, who is that? Tony Tone. And actually, you know what? These are not the same authors. Okay, Tia Love, that's her. This one is Tanzina Glover. And it says, if the love doesn't feel like 90s R&B, I don't want it. Tony Riley doesn't ever make birthday plans. A once-in-a-lifetime private lesson with famed artists just might be worth breaking the rules. Okay. She lives in Chicago and is the author of the soundtrack series, the Shut Up and Dance series, and the Fade Fairy Tales. She is a blogger, pop culture critic, amateur chef. I'm gonna look up some of those other series that she has, because oh my goodness. And then the last one is by Black Cherry. Oh Lord, Freak Me. Okay, wait, that's what's the girl? Is it Adina Howard? Is that, no, that's not her song. Or is this Freak Me by Silk? I think it might be Freak Me by Silk. Oh Lord, not me not knowing my 90s R&B. After passing every one of his girlfriends, Solomon tests, majority is delighted when he receives a series of freaky texts telling him to pull up. Okay, A 90s Kind of Love is an R&B inspired erotica romance novella series that takes some of our favorite songs from our favorite decade and gives a whole new meaning to going behind the music. Black Cherry is an up-and-coming author that brings the nasty back to erotica, penning unapologetic stories of love and lust. She's looking to leave you hot, bothered, and hungry for more. All right now. Aren't these so pretty? They're just so colorful. Oh, I love them. So if you guys want to get these, I'll also put them down below in the description box, because I have a feeling I'm going to like these. And of course, like 90s R&B. Come on now. Like one of the best times in music. One of the best times in music. But yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to my Black romance books. Y'all know, I'm gonna say it time and time again, I'm on this kick, loving it so far. And of course, finding books by Black authors in the romance genre that not a lot of people talk about. I am all for it. So that's all I have for you guys. I'll be back with more Black books.